Lincoln County, Casey Miller, Lincoln County Commissioner, with an update for you on the commissioner vacancy process. Now, there's quite a bit of backstory, but I will forego all of that and just tell you what happened today and where we're going next. Remember, you can find information online at caseymillercommissioner.com. So we brought in today our shared final selections to fill the vacancy position. And when we brought in both of our top five, we found out that we had no candidates in common. So, we had used the Clackamas County appointment process. And thank you for that, for the collaboration, to recognize that that process was a good one. So here we had no matching candidates. And if you look at Clackamas County, you can see that as they simultaneously, and a board of five, brought in their candidates, their administrator took those top matches and they kind of reversed engineered it from there, right?
Please narrow it down to no more than five to bring forward. You can use the numbers you could use the numbers as a guide, or you can kind of throw it out and just go talk about these 11, but I would ask you please narrow this down to no more than five.
I mean, we have this many great candidates, and a lot of I'd like to interview and hear, that is such an important part of all this. You can learn a lot in an interview. But I'm also realizing that the top four right now are very qualified people.
So what do? We have no matching candidates. One of the proposals I brought up today was that I could simply pick two. Commissioner Chuck could pick two, and then that we deliberate on an alternate. And instead, Commissioner Chuck felt that he would put a stop to this right now and wanted to get some feedback from legal counsel. And that is okay. So we have directed legal counsel to look at the statute and come back with substantive details that if the statute describes exactly what we might do to have a selection. Now, one of the things council is saying is that we are in that 30-day window and that there is some urgency. I believe council's leaning into the partisan statute. The way I read it for nonpartisan, that we have much more breathing room. Nevertheless, I would agree, or I have proposed that yes, the urgency for us to appoint someone is that you only have two commissioners right now. That is not optimal. Imagine something happening to one of two, and then you would not have a quorum. But again, what's that engineering there in the statute that says we're to select a certain way? I think as well that we have the breadth and depth to do whatever we want as a commission. So suggesting two from each could be one way to do it. Another collaborative way we could approach this is we could bring all of the candidates and just talk about them one by one. Commissioner Chuck could talk about the strengths and weaknesses. I could hear him and maybe see things that he sees that I do not, and vice versa. That's one way we could approach this to see if we can come to a shared understanding. But for now, again, what we are waiting for is a written staff report from legal to make sure that if there's anything in the statute that can give us direction or guardrails, if you will, that would be something we'll take a look at. We'll get that recommendation, and then Commissioners Chuck and I will decide how to move forward. As far as when, okay, I am comfortable having a meeting tomorrow. I'm comfortable meeting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it needs to be to expedite the process. I also would like to see it continue to breathe. I think you've already started to provide feedback to me. I'm not exactly sure what Commissioner Chuck has received, but I appreciate you giving some pros and cons about what you're looking for in a county commissioner, because I really believe that this is a community driven process, and I am here to make decisions on your behalf. And the more context, the more advocacy that I receive from you, I just find that super, super helpful. So at this point in time, we're waiting for that written staff report, and then we will have a follow-up meeting to proceed with the process. So that's your update, and I will certainly keep you posted, and that I'm hoping as well that any information is updated on the county's website. Finally, thank you to all the candidates. It is difficult to choose. With 20 plus candidates, um, just gratitude for you, willing to serve. And we've had a little bit of a bumpy ride, but I think we are getting somewhere. And I thank everyone for their patience, and keep you posted on next steps. So thanks for your time, Lincoln County, and talk to you soon.